What a day, man. What a day, folks. I don't know if you see what I'm seeing, but it feels good to see 20 again. But only that, it feels so much more better to look above the 22 because people who bought on the 20s thinking like myself, that, oh, I'm getting a great deal, I'm getting a great discount because there is no way this doesn't revisit 20s again and even goes way beyond that in any time soon. Well, here it is. Here it is. But you know what? Yesterday, when we discussed a little bit on how the special dividend can impact the short squeeze or accelerate the short squeeze, definitely, we talked about this having a major impact, but I didn't think it would be this quick because what happened before the market opened and after hours yesterday did not make any sense, because when you look at the AMC earnings, you can see that they beat estimate 10% on the earnings per share. Actually, they made a lot more than the market expected. Even though they missed a little bit on the revenue aspect, it still means that things are looking great. And because things are looking great, I was expecting the big money to start pulling the trigger. So I don't know exactly. I don't have access to L2 or S3 or Ortex to say exactly if this is something happening from shorts covering or this is buying pressure, or this is people buying the stock. As I mentioned, the big money was waiting for some sort of signal to see if it's time to get into AMC, not only to make money, but to make big money. All right. So yeah, it does make sense. Now, where I see this going, definitely to a lot more upside than this, because look, for example, remember in June 22nd, that was literally what, a month and a half ago, hedge fund manager Cliff Asness opened a new AMC short position and stated that I dare all the meme stock maniacs to try to hurt us. Since then, AMC is up 44%. Sorry, but not sorry. 44%, folks. Now, the thing is, this wasn't a big position. This wasn't a big amount of money that he had. I don't think he had 100,000 shares of AMC in the short side of the short side of the trade. I don't think so. I may be wrong, but 44% seems a lot. Seems a lot just in a matter of 6 weeks. All right. So I'm expecting on the tail of this bunch of other funds or short sellers that came in the 20s that are now seeing themselves, now that we are back into the 22s, they will see themselves rushing through the door to get out of their core positions, and that will initiate a covering process that ultimately will bring back some new highs. But when I say new highs, I really mean new highs based off of where we were the last 5 days, the last month, the last month or the last 6 months. The last 6 months, you can see that as we are crossing this 23, as between here and there, so between 18 and 21, and 22 or 23, there really wasn't a lot more resistance. That's what we're seeing now. So if we can manage to initiate a closing price close to this 23, which I do believe we can today, unless something really dramatic happens because we are 1 minute ago from the market closing, then the next goal or the next target will be what? 30. So between here and there, I would expect also a lot of people that thought that AMC was dead to start coming back a little bit, bits by bits, pieces by pieces. And that will ultimately drive some of the other new hedges or new short sellers to also get a lot more closer to closing their positions, their positions, which ultimately can fuel even this price rush a lot more higher. But the fact that we were coming from a 10% down today, this will be up from the lows of today to the closing 35%. So it's not even a 19 or a 20% close on the day. It's a 35% for the entire day. A 35%, folks. Well, if that doesn't give you some sort of what? Hope or motivation back? Well, I don't know what will. But the truth of the matter is, AMC is getting in a position now where it's getting in the radar of big money to start flushing back into this stock, because from a fundamental standpoint, things are getting way, way, way better. But also, when we look at the special dividend in the form of a stock, yeah, folks. So I don't want to be I'm overexcited, but I'm overexcited, and I should be.